Awesome. Thanks, Nicole. And yeah, for those who don't know me, I'm Walter Haynie. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Campaign HQ. I am really excited to have an opportunity to share just how fast and easy we can make this for you to achieve some great results on the policy work that you folks are working on. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the issue impact page. This one is one that we set up for our friends over at Great Lakes Gun Rights earlier this year. The first thing that I want you to notice is you'll see the page is entirely personalized and branded with their imagery. We start with that background image that's going to display like you see here on a large screen, but it is a responsive page that's mobile optimized, so it will be optimized for display on a telephone as well. The other thing to note is obviously they've got their logo right there at the top. And one thing that I want to mention and to encourage folks who think that they may use an issue impact page in the work that they do, we can also embed YouTube videos into that spot if you have one. So if you've got attention grabbing stuff, we can get movement on the page by embedding that video there. We do obviously have a strong call to action title there at the top to explain what's at stake, then a few words why it matters and how they can help. So we've got that defend my gun rights, really clear what we're trying to accomplish, and then we go into some details about the bill that's being debated and educate the constituent there. Below that, we have a box that has the email that we're going to send on behalf of that constituent to their lawmaker. So that's the message that the person viewing this page can send directly to their lawmaker. And we can make it so that this is editable. So we have a pre-filled form with messaging, and constituents can change it and personalize it as they see fit. Or we can configure it so that it only sends exactly the approved messaging each time for consistency and good message control. So both are options. The voter, right below the email box, you can see the form that the voter fills out. They just put their name and contact information in right there. As Nicole mentioned, in most cases, if anyone's ever filled out a form on their phone, that's going to auto-populate as soon as they start typing in their first name or even just tap one of those fields. So it makes it super easy for the advocate to take action. They don't need to worry about who their lawmaker is. We find that from the information that they put in. Now, this landing page we did set up in just a couple of hours. We ended up texting it out to 18,193 different people, and those were folks that we acquired the data. It's modeled data, Second Amendment supporters, and then the Great Lakes Gun Rights team also at the same time emailed 7,264 people that they knew, supporters, donors, that type of thing, and posted the link on their social media. Overall, we ended up driving 7,290 messages into the Michigan legislature. And those messages were sent by 3,164 individual people, 524 of whom were brand new to the organization. So folks that Great Lakes Gun Rights had not had a pre-existing relationship with. Now, with the text messages, we were able to reach a whole new audience that they hadn't been communicating with before. And despite being incredibly supportive of our issue. So, these are new people that they can mobilize to help over and over again, to contact lawmakers, to show up at events, or even to make financial contributions. Now, after an advocate sends the message to their lawmaker on this screen, the next step that they'll see is an opportunity to record a video testimonial. We compile those videos and send them to you, no extra cost. I consider this kind of a perk or icing on the top of the cake of the campaign. So you can decide how you'd like to use those videos. And we're going to watch an example of what that looks like, but I want you to think about the power that you've put in the hands of your paid lobbyists and staff by giving constituents the opportunity to share their personal story in video format. They can bring the power of the grassroots with them into their meetings. Just imagine hearing and seeing one of your constituents, a voter who has the power to say yes or no to whether the lawmaker keeps their job, and the impact that can have if you're talking to a politician who's on the fence or is potentially getting hammered on the other side. So, Nicole, could you play that video now?
My name is Michael Barnes. I'm a first-generation immigrant to the United States of America. I moved to the greatest country in the world to live under the greatest document in the world, the Constitution. Please don't push these gun laws through. They'll do nothing to stop gun violence. Stick to the Constitution. It was the right decision then. It's the right decision now. Thank you.
So the video testimonials, I think, are just a super powerful personal touch that we can add into the issue impact page campaign. Now, last but not least, after the advocates sent their email and recorded a video, if they chose to do so, we can send them to absolutely any web address that you'd like. So in this case, our client set up a donation page. Now, of course, I wouldn't consider this a fundraising campaign. The primary goal was to drive grassroots voters out to, or grassroots constituents to their lawmaker to share their opinion. So it's unlikely that the donations are going to pay for the campaign whole cloth. But we do know that the first time, getting first-time donors is hard today. It's getting harder every day we go. And we all know that the lifetime value of that donor can be 10 times or more of their initial gift. So that's a conversation for another time, but this is an option. You can supplement and collect new donors on the tail end of mobilizing these activists. Now, other good options are simply to drop people back to your homepage so they can learn more about you and your organization and the great work you do. Send them to an event page so they can see an event that's upcoming that they could attend and again remobilize that advocate. Or we can also just set up a simple thank you page to share our gratitude with the constituent for speaking their mind and sharing their opinion with their lawmaker. So the next thing that I'd like to talk about is the reporting. So when you have an issue impact page live, what do you expect to get from us on a reporting standpoint? Well, what you can expect is that every morning a report will be sent from our team to your email inbox. It's going to look something like this on screen. It's going to say how many messages were sent in, the total number of advocates, the source of those messages, lots of good details that we can share there. And you're also going to get a return of the line item data in an easy to use CSV file. So that's going to be ready to upload or import into any CRM or constituent tracking system that you're using. So you're going to see exactly who signed up. You're going to get their name, their address, and their email address. All of that is there and ready for you to save, store, and use in any way necessary to advance your cause. And if you're not sure what to do with the data that's collected here, just let us know and we'd be happy to give you some ideas and share some best practices. So now I'm going to turn it back over to Nicole to talk about how once we've made the issue impact page for you, you can get in front of the right people to advance your cause and win your issue.